How's it going, guys? Godsire here again with some more Brawl here in MG Arena. Today we are looking at Heliod Radiant Dawn. We're going to take Scion of Peace deck too. Sure. We're going to get our Survey land first. Another little pass deck that would make a little bit more sense, but it makes me tempted to get Hallowed Fountain instead. We'll keep the blue sources. We need them for omniscience. I don't know. This deck came about as an inspiration from one of my Elden Ring travels. I did a Zeus build, and Heliod is our closest analog in Magic the Gathering. It's a shame that all the lightning stuff is in red, right? So Heliod, if we had a red-white version of him, which we probably will not get at this point, we could actually run like Thunder and Lightning, but just not meant to be. Blind Obedience. Next turn, I'll spin format to flip him, I think. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. On part 2. Gonna kill Will again. That's always nice. So it is. We don't get to kill Will. Okay. Unpop on it. I need more lands. Not gonna get them though. Deputy Position, sure. Sure, more will answers, always welcome. And legendary permanents. Plaza of Heroes. You have the wording I love, friend. Like, the legendary instants and sorceries. My stuff is way. I need to cast more than one spell. I'm not ramping to cast less than one spell a turn. Come on, opponent. Let's grab that one. See if we can get a land off our opponent. We did. Tranquil Clove, gain a life, put a counter on the boy. Synergy opponent. Me and my deck and your deck have synergy, so we shouldn't be fighting. They nearly double our life. It's gonna be rough without him. We don't have a real good way of ramping ourselves either. What was it? Drawing cards. That's basically what we need to draw cards. I'm gonna get two white sources just because we're a little low on white. Now we take 4 a turn, which is bad. I still don't have an enchantment in my bin, so this part of Heliod is too much. Ordering. I do that all the time. It doesn't matter. I don't have any Eldrazi, do I? Man, I always look so silly when I crack this and I don't have it. Here goes round. Bullet. Yep. Cancel. In the turn. I have a Stranded Omniscience. Card draw, I know you're in there. I even have a couple of card draw that help out with this ability. Although, the one I'm using is Arcane, which is exile target creature its controller draws 2. That's a good discount on a Heliod. Ouch. Mass draw one time. Nope, okay. Mr. Radiant Dawn. GG. The removal spell sealed it. I was hoping they didn't have it. 2 cards in hand. The chances weren't all that high, but they weren't 0, and that's the issue. We'll go into a game 2. I prepared a few decks for today, for my recordings today, and I don't know. I prepared this one based off of the ancient Greek god Zeus, and there's a card draw. Not a good one. This is a much better card draw. If you can get a Heliod flipped, and then you just memory, you get some pretty bonkers value out of that. So at that point, everything you cast costs 7 generic mana less. It's a free 1 ring. Like, you basically no longer have to pay generic mana costs. I will keep this. This is good enough. Scry should get me land 3, and then from land 3, I mean, we kinda gotta hope for it, but, like, didn't even have to hope for it. And I get a Surveil first, which is slightly better than, enchantment, no, but land number 5, or number 4. I mean, we gotta redraw it anyway, so we might as well. People think they're lost. Ooh, ramp. It's a bit of a shame that it doesn't quite line up with our hand at the moment, because our 3 land will be a tapped one. I mean, we could have been patient, but we were not patient. I'm just holding up a memory lapse for a similar effect. Rathicon is probably needed. We're up against Arcades, which is generally a walls deck. I need green mana. Which, a little bit sketch, but that happens sometimes. I don't know, I think, I don't know how sophisticated Arena Shuffler is. Like, there are times when it feels like it's trying to be a random shuffler, and it just gives you 4 mana screws in a row, and it's like, that's... I can guarantee you that's not how it would happen in the real world, right? Like, Ageless Insight? Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Poor Shuffler. I also give him a hard time sometimes. Black Lotus versus Wandering Intruder Alarm. Okay. Some freaky combo stuff happening. Hey, you. Stop it with that freaky combo stuff. It's scary, okay? I don't want to see it. I hope I draw a land next turn. Because I draw a land next turn. And one ring, draw card. Nope. Okay. Sentinel. An Anjo. An Anjo, that's right. Because that gets me a land. So that I can set up next turn. But I couldn't do this turn. Did you draw a land? Oh, no. Never mind. Dream dead. And then we'll make our opponent help us if they want to get their thing back. It's generally a non-creature spell is what it's going to take to get rid of a Deputy of Detention. You have to pay one more for it. It'll add counters to my counter thing. It does slow down our One Ring plan, but our One Ring plan never been great to begin with. I wish there were better sagas, or more sagas, I suppose would be a better way of putting it. If there were more sagas. Grab my first counter. Turn that larger zombie to its owner's hand. You'd probably eat the Idyllic Tutor, just so that it doesn't shuffle back in. Defender Sea Turtle on the case. So I imagined that this wrath was going to do more than it did. Our opponent didn't have green mana, so they feel blame, but if they could have gotten down a bunch of walls, they could have destroyed them all. But now we're in a situation where our deck that doesn't have many creatures has committed a sizable amount of creatures to the board. And like if we wrath away now, there's probably not going to be a scenario. Done a really good job of taxing myself. Can't even do that. That's rough. Maybe I just prolong the inevitable. Like use my creatures as stop blocks for heavy amounts of damage, and then allow our opponent to actually play out their hand. If they actually play out their hand, this becomes good. But until they do, it's a a 5 for 3, which is not great. Like, that is a card deficit in interaction, and that's not what we want. But walls do things like that, like going. Just keep going. I've played defenders recently, and they can be quite good. Box opponent. Only 2 creatures can be killed in this interaction. We get one back. Neat. Looks like Architect. No, never mind. But well, we refilled, so I'm... Devotion blue 5? Really? Alright. Can't be white. Yeah, it's blue, okay. Yeah. Everything dies, I guess. Don't have an enchantment. Do. Okay, well... In turn. Discard a... believe this. We're in no need of fixing, and there's nothing really we can fetch of value, so... Start eating defenders. Dimension Sphere? They could just get rid of our case at this point. Like, they could have a Parametra's protection or Tameo safekeeping, but where is my devotion to blue coming from? I guess it's mostly old Teferi safekeeping. Like, every time I turn around, it's 5 again. And... I'll take that. Give the turn. Take the glance and go. The farewell is very bad for us. Light. Path is good. You have hexproof. A 0-3 wall.
With my protection, you can be at your best.
You let me cast an artifact, an instant or sorcery.
Anything to support my allies.
Let's get rid of Zombie, because he feels combo-y. And let's, 6 to be exact. Ah. Kiora best to see God? Get Heliod all ramped up. Going in for 12. I feel as though we've got a lockdown this time. Like, this feels pretty good. This will be our last game because we have taken way too long. Didn't realize that we were over the 20-minute mark. I don't know, it's been a while since I built, like, theme decks. And I built 2, and pretty fun. Haven't let it opponent. I'm not gonna let my commander die. Just have to count to 17 now. Shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't. And in the turn. Land, land, land. We have been keeping gas as much as possible. That would have been good in 2 turns. But I'm gonna steal something. What am I gonna steal? Not an Arcades. Arcades gotta die.
This is what I trained for.
Don't even gotta cast it. Just enter the battlefield. I mean, this kills them anyway. Why didn't it do anything? Hexproof, that's right. Okay. Go. By Arcades. See if we can draw some more removal. Argenteus. Another piece for me. And this adds up to 12, I'm pretty sure. So our lowest is 12. And we can add one additional. GG. Well, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.